Right. So you key in the data of PNGK here. Okay. Is there any decimal point here from the original data? There are two decimal point, right? So you just set it two decimal point here. Okay. And then no value rest, and it must be measurement must be scale. Remember, the general assumption is first your data scale, your data is must be in ratio or interval, meaning that the measurement is scale. Okay. And then using everything from this one, okay. I don't know either we can copy like this or key in one by one. I try first, okay. Okay, now boleh copy paste class daripada lesson note you all. Okay, done class.
Yes, Miss.
Done. Okay. Remember, we are going to see the assumption first. The assumption must be success. Okay, you must fulfill the assumption, the general assumption first, meaning that the data is scale, measurement, interval, or ratio. Yes, meaning that you follow the first assumption. It must be in scale, interval, or ratio, right? So it comes for the random sampling. Okay, we can say this one from the random sampling. And then normally, how you know this one is normal data class? How you know? Remember how to find the normality?
Normality test.
Yes. Where can we find it? From this all the button up there.
Analyze.
Analyze. Then where we go? Bagaimana?
Compare means good.
Compare means?
Explore.
Yes. Explore. And then?
Dependent list too.
And then?
Plots.
Plot. Do you need plot? Yes.
Plots.
Okay. Nak ambil stem and leaf or Instagram pun boleh. Okay. Kalau tak ambil ni, tak apa juga. The most important here is this one. You can see the histogram class if you if the question asks you to find the histogram of normality, yes, you must click the button histogram. Okay, remember, but normally people will use histogram for the big data. Okay, easy for you to see the bell shape from the histogram. But if you have a small data size, okay, we focus. Normally people will use the stem and leaf. Okay, you can choose both lah. If the question asks you to show the histogram, yes, you click the button histogram. If the question asks you to show the stem or both of this, you must click both of this. Okay. If the question doesn't say that you need to show the descriptive of histogram or stem and leaf, only this one button is most important. Okay. This is the most important button. Okay. So here you want to see the box plot, okay. But here you want to see the Shapiro or the homograph. Depends on the size, the sample size. Boleh faham kan? Class? Boleh faham?
Boleh, Miss.
Okay, then click continue. Okay, kalau you display both, meaning that you can see the statistic, the table, all the result from the table, or you can see the, if you click the plot, only plot can you select. Okay, but if you click statistic, you only can see from the statistic button. But now we are going to display both. Okay. All right. Click the OK button. Now you can see the output. Okay. The output here you see no missing cases and then descriptive. Okay. Look at this one, class. Okay. The skewness is within plus minus 1, right? So this is considered normal. Curtis is also in the range of plus minus 1. Okay. If more than plus minus 1, rule of thumb said that it must be in plus minus 3, okay, for the curtices. Okay, skewness, you see the, for the curtices, you are going to see the peak of the data, okay, the normality. Wait, macam ada kawan you masuk. Okay, all right, now, this is the most important thing, okay, either, yeah, if the question said, assume that the data is normal, meaning that you no need to show the normality, okay? Unless the question said that show the normality test, so you need to show this table. Remember, yeah? Okay. If the question said you will have the practical test next week in class, not on this Saturday, okay? If the question said that assume that the data is normal, meaning that your data is already normal, so you go for the parametric test, which is either the correlation or the regression or the T-Test. These three T-Tests. And another one is ANOVA. The last one, you will learn the parametric test. Okay? Non-parametric test, sorry. So here, which one you focus class? You will focus which one? Kolmogorov or Shapiro? Yang mana nak fokus? Kolmogorov or Shapiro?
Shapiro.
Why Shapiro, Hafiz? Is that Hafiz? Why Shapiro?
Small sample size.
Yes, good. Small sample size. So you focus on the Shapiro. Okay, look at this one class. Remember, for the Shapiro, the significant value is greater than 0.05. Now look at this one. Is that greater than 0.05?
Yes.
Yes, so meaning that your data is already normal. Okay, once your data is normal, then you can go for the one sample T-test. That is what we are going to do now. Okay? Okay. All right. Okay. You can see also if the question asks you to show the normality, the histogram. This one is considered normal. Okay, almost bell-shaped here. And then this one, the stem and leaf. Okay. Why people don't use the stem and leaf for the big data class? It quite confusing and it's too not easy to do manually. Okay. All right. Okay, this is normal QQ plot. Okay, this is almost linear. All the observation here located around the diagonal line here. Okay, detrended, and then this is box plot. Okay, no extreme value for the PNJK. Okay, look back this one. Okay, general assumption for the first one, click done. Okay, random sampling, this is from random sample, and then your data is normal. Okay, done. Okay, you have to fill all these three assumption. Okay, now this is analyze compute. Okay, now since your data is already normal, then you can go for the analysis, the one sample T-test. Go to analyze button. Okay, and then you go to the compare mean. Okay, and then go to the one sample T-test. Okay, this is shown in your lecture note. Okay, all right. Click the PNGK to the test variable. And then what's the value for here, class? Uncheck for this one, estimate impact size. Okay. Okay, what's the value for the test value here?
2.5.
Why is there is 2.5?
Sebab dia nak min antara 2.5 tu.
2.5 comes from?
Ada dekat slide tadi.
Okay, okay. Sebab dia dah bagi tahu awal-awal kan? It already told you that the previous research PNGK is 2.5. This is what we call the one sample T-test. You only have one sample that you key in the spaces and then just compare with the test value here. The test value here meaning that the mean. Okay. For the T-test, you are focused on the mean. Okay. Now here you put 2.5. Kalau lah mean tu class 3.5, apa value kamu letak dekat sini?
3.5.
3.5. Okay. Right. Katakanlah dia bagi it give you the current result here. Okay. You know you need to key in the data, right? And then it doesn't give you the mean. But it give you the same result, meaning that the previous result. How you find the mean?
Average.
Average kan saja. Okay. Faham sudah kan? Alright. Now click okay. Option here 95%. Because of the alpha is 0.05, click continue and then click OK. Now, look at this one class. Miss tak tahu macam mana nak besarkan lagi ni screen. Rasanya you all boleh nampak kan? Boleh nampak kan?
Boleh, boleh.
Okay, now here look at this one class. The mean is for this one sample statistic is 2.5792. Standard deviation is 0.7. Quite big, right? Okay, almost 1. Okay, quite big, 0.7. Okay, and then the standard error mean here 0.229999. Okay, and then this is the result of one sample test. It show here the test value is 2.5. Okay, Kalau you buat pun tiba-tiba you tengok result dia salah, meaning that something dia dah show dekat awal sini test value apa yang you guna. Okay. Now, look at this one. This is one sample test table. The t value here is 0.344. The degree of freedom is 11 because of 12 minus 1. Okay, formula dia n minus 1. That's why you have the 12 as 11 here. And then this is the significant, the p value. Okay, for the normality, the p value must be greater than 0.05. But for all the tests here, okay, in SPSS, in statistic, the probability or the p value must less than 0.05. Okay, now look at this one, less or greater than 0.05 plus?
Greater.
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 So significant or not? Untuk test, significant or not? Kenapa senyap? Significant or not, kelas? Ai, senyap. Tak tahu? You all tak tahu? Api, significant or not?
Not
Siapa
significant.
tu? Not significant? Are you sure? Ini yang selalu student confuse. Okay, tengok betul-betul ya kelas. Untuk who's that? Ada yang nak jawab? Amir, Amir.
Ya, sebab dia tak ada enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis.
Yes, okay, alright, good. Okay, now look at this one class. This is greater than 0.05 kan? Kalau dia less than 0.05, meaning that your statistic or your test is significant difference. But this one is 0.7, greater than 0.05, meaning that this is not tidak ada significant difference lah between the current result and the previous result. Okay. Lagipun, okay, you can see the test value is 2.5. Current result is 2.57, small difference, right? That's why this is not enough to reject the hash null. Plus, you see this one, this is 0.7. This is not within the interval. You look for this one class. Negative 0.4, okay, if you can see the bell shape, okay, 0.4 at the left side. And the upper here 0.5. 0.7 is out of this, kan? So this is, we accept the hash null, okay? Alright, now, what the note say here? Okay, greater than 0.05, not enough statistical evidence to reject the hash null. Okay, so meaning that dia hampir sama lah. Okay, still similar to the average value from the previous study. Okay, here the mean difference is 0.07. Okay, mean difference here 0.07. Okay, with the p value greater than 0.05. So the mean difference between the current and the previous study are not significantly different from 0. Okay, so here you can see the 95% confidence interval of the difference also give the same indication since 0 value is within the interval. Okay. Right, now go to the PET T-Test. Boleh faham kan? Can you understand for the first one class?
Boleh.
Boleh, Aimi? The rest?
Boleh.
InsyaAllah boleh.
Okay, kalau soalan
Boleh, Miss.
katakanlah, soalan tu bagi you, you rasa kalau soalan one sample T-Test, you rasa boleh buat ke? Kalau saya bagi soalan dalam practical test. Boleh buat?
InsyaAllah boleh.
InsyaAllah.
Macam mana kamu boleh tahu that one is one sample T-Test punya test? Apa yang bermain di fikiran?
Variable dia.
Variable? Kenapa dengan variable dia, Aimi?
Variable dia ada satu je.
Okay, ada satu yang dicari ataupun satu sampel saja, okay? Alright. Okay. Itu untuk one sample T-Test. I think everyone boleh jawab kan kalau soalan keluar. Now we go for the PET sample T-Test. Okay, before this, we have three, the common one, three general assumption. Remember, scale, measurement scale, random sampling, normal distribution. Okay, that one for the general assumption for the t-test. Okay, we have another additional for the PET sample t-test here, which is we need to find the mean difference. Okay, now level of awareness and diabetic patient before and after. Okay, now we have the result before and after attending the seminar for the 10 diabetic patient. Okay, and you use the alpha 5%. Okay, now this is hypothesis. It said that before and after for the rational, no different lah, equal. Okay, or if you minus before and after here, you got 0. Or you can say that alternative here not equal the before and after. So after you minus this one, this two one, okay, you not equal to 0. So same's the meaning here. Okay. Now you have the data before and after seminar. How you key in this one, class? Do you know how to key in? Okay, go to the file. Don't close this one first, class. You boleh save saja dulu. Go to the new data. Okay. So here. Okay, what is your data from this question, class? What is your
dengan
data?
after.
Before dengan after. Okay, kalau question tu cakap patient ke berapa yang berapa signifikan, you kena key in sekali dengan data patient tu. Okay. Alright. Now, you here, you all semua dah key in data awal-awal? Sudah?
Belum, Miss.
Belum? Okay, now kita key in sama-sama. Look at this one, class. Is there any decimal point from the data?
No, Miss.
Tak ada.
No. So you put 0. Okay? Tengok betul-betul data yang dibagi. Okay? Now, so, tak ada missing kan? Semua lengkap kan? And then this one is, okay, what kind of measurement here, class? Dia bagi you nombor. Mana satu? Scale, ordinal or nominal?
Scale.
Scale. Kenapa kita tak pakai ordinal?
So
Ordinal
dia
untuk apa?
interval atau ratio.
Yes, satu disebab interval dan ratio, that's why focus on the scale. Kenapa kita tak pakai nominal? Nominal untuk apa? Masih ingat? Nominal untuk apa?
String.
String, boleh. Apa keyword nominal? Data jenis apa yang gunakan nominal?
Categorical data.
Yes, kategori. Tahniah. Siapa jawab tu? Siapa jawab?
Sofyan.
Oh, Sofyan. Sofyan. Tahniah. Sofyan. Nama dia Sofyan.
Sebenarnya saya, Miss.
Who's that?
Sorry.
Tak ada, Sophia Amir.
Oh, Amir. Okay. Tahniah Amir. Untuk kategori, okay? Okay, good. Alright, now. You have the decimal level here. Okay, second data apa lagi? Patient?
After.
After.
After
So,
seminar.
you key in data after. Okay. So, you key in data after. Tengok betul-betul data. Okay, kalau soalan kata pasal ini pula key in data di sini, jangan letak space. Kalau you nak letak space atau panjang sangat, you boleh declare dekat label here. Okay. Now, enter. Is there any decimal?
No.
Got decimal? Okay,
No.
make it 0. Make it 0. Okay. How about the scale? How about the scale? How about the scale? Scale lah. Okay, skala dia scale lah. Aduh, nampak betul lapar malam ni. Okay, sabar sekejap, sabar. Alright, now. Done. Key in the data. Do you think this one done? Declare all the data?
Patient.
Yes,
Patient.
Miss.
Kalau you nak klik patient pun boleh. In case soalan kata patient berapa yang mempunyai perbezaan yang sangat besar. Macam tu. But this one, we just use 2 sample. Okay? Because t-test for the 2 sample yang you kena masukkan. Okay, you masukkan ni. Kalau you nak key in patient pun boleh. So, meaning that patient you adalah 1, 2, 3 sampai 10 lah. Boleh juga. Okay? Alright. And then, data. Okay, ini you tak boleh lah copy paste, nanti dia jadi melintang pula. Okay? you buat ke bawah. Kin ke bawah. Macam mana kin ke bawah? You type sajalah dulu, okay? Nanti you confuse kalau saya ajar dulu. Okay, 25. Okay, type everything. Kalau done, bagi tahu ya. Kita lumba, saya profess. Jangan salah key in ya kelas.
Done, Miss.
Ui, belum masih. Siapa tu? Hafiz kah?
Yeah.
Okay, sabar Hafiz, sabar. Okay, how about the rest, done?
Done, Miss.
Kejap,
You all
Miss.
okay, done. Alright. Okay. Okay. Mesti nak tunjuk lagi ni. Okay, you know this is parametric test, meaning that your data must be in normal situation. Okay. So, what is the first thing? Scale, data sudah scale. Random, kita consider the random lah, okay. And then, normality. Where can you find the normality test? Pergi mana dulu?
Analyze.
Analyze.
Macam tadi.
Okay.
Analyze.
Macam tadi.
Tadi explore.
Go to the descriptive, go to the explore. Okay. Before that class, okay, I forgot. Another assumption here, remember, additional assumption is mean difference, must be normal. Okay, so you need to find the mean difference dulu. Nanti you satu kali cari dia punya assumption of normality. So here you go to the transform, kita cari perbezaan dulu, okay? Which is the before minus after and after minus before. Okay, itu tadi kita dah ada general 3 kan? Satu lagi kena tambah untuk petty test, iaitu mean difference dia, perbezaan sebelum selepas ni ditolak, mestilah normal. Barulah you boleh pergi buat petty test. Okay? So go to the transform. Kalau tertinggal bagi tahu Okay, here we go for the mean difference. Okay? Mean difference yang pertama dulu. The first mean difference lah. Ni saya letak satu lah. Okay? And then which is before. Boleh follow? Boleh? Compute
Boleh,
sini?
Miss. Boleh.
Okay.
Boleh.
Tolak after. And then click OK. So, dekat output you, dia bagi tahu dia sudah countkan untuk you. Mean difference yang pertama. So, you can see from your table here, result, you have the mean difference, the first mean difference. Okay? Itu pertama. Before tolak after. Before minus after. The second one is transform again, compute the variable. You pergi pula selepas tolak dengan sebelum. Meaning that after minus before. Okay. After minus before. Okay. And then click OK. This is the second mean difference. So the output shared, it's already complete for you. Mean the second mean difference. So you can check from your data here. Okay. Okay. Remember class, this is the scale. It gives you in nominal. So you need to change it. Okay. You need to change it. Okay. This is still in the scale, not the nominal measurement. All right. The rest, okay. Now, barulah you pergi cari dia punya normality untuk kesemua ini. Untuk cek satu-satu dan mean difference. Okay? Is that the sound comes from me, class? You ada dengar bunyi sound?
Saya ada juga.
Ada. I'm not sure from there. Okay, go to the analyze, descriptive, and go to the explore button. Okay, select all the variable here, including the mean difference. Okay, statistic 9.5%. So for the plot, okay, Miss tengok terus normality. Kalau soalan minta descriptive, stem and histogram, yes, you click both. But this one box plot none. Okay, we look this one first. Okay, continue, and then click OK. So Dekat mana bunyi sound tu? Wait the class. Oh. Mana dah kita punya ni. Okay, now look at this one. Okay, test normality. Kita fokus dekat mana? Comograph or Shapiro? Which one you focus?
Shapiro.
Shapiro, small sample size, right? So this one, all this one normality, normal or not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now cara dia nak tengok berapa? Macam mana katakan dia normal? Untuk normality must be greater than class. Is that normal or not?
Normal.
Normal, because this is greater than 0.05. Okay, look at the significant value here, the p value. Okay, now, so your data is already normal, you already compute that one. So this is the Shapiro, okay. All right, the Shapiro weak test is selected because the sample size small, okay, which is n equals to 10. Okay, since all the p-value are greater than 0.05, so we can conclude that all the variables are normally distributed. Okay, you success for the third assumption, okay, from the general assumption. And also from the additional assumption, which is the mean difference must be in normal, okay? Okay, now, this is PET T-test. Okay, we are going to do the PET T-test. Since this already normal, so you go to the analyze, okay, compare mean, and then go to the PET T-test. Okay, now you look for the differences before and after, okay? And then what else? The deviations, standard deviations, no need lah estimate effect size, okay? Option 95%, no need to bootstrap. So just click OK. Right, you can get the three table here, okay? The first one is the PET sample statistic. You can see the mean value, okay? The standard deviation and the standard error for each variable that you key in about the before seminar and after seminar. Okay, so the mean here 31, but after seminar highest than the mean for the before seminar, which is 35. Okay, but the standard deviations for the before seminar more bigger than after seminar. Okay, now look at this one. Since this is PET sample class, it must have the correlation. Okay, but the correlation here, even it quite high, okay, more than 0.5, which is 0.6, but this one is not significant because greater than 0.05, which is 0.053. Okay, now the most important is the third table here, the PET sample test. Okay, you can see the significant to tell here. Look at this one. Is that significant or not? 0. Sorry? Significant or not?
Significant.
Yeah, significant. Kenapa significant?
Less than 0.0.
Less than 0.05.
Yeah, 0.05. I think you all dah boleh jawab exam dah ni. Kita exam esok lah nak?
Tidak.
Okay, the mean of level awareness before and after seminar is 31. Okay, I already said about this. Okay, and then standard deviation 3320 and standard error. Okay, kalau soalan tanya you describe about the before and after for the PET sample statistic, so you describe like this. And then this is the correlation. Okay, even the 0.6, but this one is not significant. Okay, because they're greater than 0.05. Remember, semua test must be less than 0.05. Kalau alpha you guna 5%, 0.05. Kalau alpha dia bagi tahu di situ 10%, so 0. Berapa kelas? 0.1. Okay? Jangan biasa, maksud saya kamu dah biasa guna 5%. Tapi kalau soalan kata 10%, hati-hati. Ubah dekat confident interval tu ya. Alright. Now, the p-value is 0.001. Okay, indicates that a significant mean difference in level of the patient after attending this seminar. 5% level of significance. Meaning that here, class, your test is significant. Yes, totally different between the patient, the result of the patient, okay, diabetic ni kan ada 10 orang, betul-betul beza sebelum dia dan selepas dia attend the seminar. Okay, mana yang data asal. Okay, dia retention kan, okay, sebelum dan selepas seminar betul mereka ada perbezaan. Okay, result dia orang. Alright, this is output dan here. Okay, so now look at this one class. As you can see from the ni. Kenapa tak boleh buka? Okay, 95% of confidence interval of the difference also indicates a significant mean difference since the value 0 is not within the interval. Look at this one. Okay, the lower is 0.5. Okay, and then this one upper is 0.2. Your significant value is 0, so it's not within the interval. That's why. Okay, you reject the rationale, you accept the alternative, meaning it has the difference. Okay. Okay, the last one, independent t-test. Okay. Before this, you have additional assumption, which is you need to find the normality for the mean difference. Now, for the independent t-test, another assumption is the homogeneity. We go for the another data, new data. Okay, macam mana nak key in data? How you key in this data, class? Apa yang penting kat sini? Is it habis? Okay, class. How you key in this data? How many variables that you need to key in for the independent t-test? Amir, how you key in this data, Amir?
Weight loss.
Weight loss. Okay, one of the data is weight loss, and then apa dia?
Zero decimal place.
Apa?
Zero decimal place since dia tak ada decimal kan?
Yeah, yeah. But only one data that you need to key in about the weight loss.
No.
But we have the two group. Sorry? Macam mana nak key in data ni? Kita nak buat independent t-test ni. Maksudnya dua group. Kalau independent untuk t-test paling tinggi group pun 2. So macam mana you nak key in data Ayu dengan Sri ni? How you key in this one, class? Semua tahu? Ada yang tak tahu? Carefully. Okay? Now, ingat, kalau you nak buat t-test, the highest group is 2, only 2. Lebih daripada 2 adalah tentang ANOVA. Okay, kita akan belajar ANOVA next week. Okay. Kuliah dia kita akan buat hari Sabtu, tapi kita punya tutorial next week. Okay. Alright, now you have two group here, Ayu and Sri. But from this one, key in about the group first. Okay, since we have the groups of Ayu and Sri. Okay, so you can say that there is no decimal places. Ayu dengan Sri kan, tak ada decimal kan, nama kan. So you kena declarekan this one. 1, for IU sebab data IU dibagi dekat situ. Kalau dia bagi Hafiz, dia letak Hafiz lah. Okay, kalau dia letak Aimi, dia letak Aimi. Okay, and then second one is Sri. Boleh follow?
Boleh Miss?
Boleh.
Okay, good. Kalau Anuba, mesti dia lebih 2 syarat dia. Okay, and then click OK. And then, okay. Since this is 2 groups, which measurement is suitable, class? Yang mana satu? Kita fokus on nama dulu. Ayu dengan Sri. Kita pakai apa? Kita pakai apa?
Nominal.
Ordinal kah, nominal kah, scale?
Nominal.
Nominal.
Ordinal.
Nominal. Sebab dia adalah kategori. Dua slimming milk. Okay? Slimming milk. You boleh tekan di sini, group ataupun slimming milk lah. Okay? Sebab dia kata nama produk tu kan. Okay, you tukar sini, slimming milk. Slimming milk. Dan tahu you faham soalan. Slimming milk. Okay? And then you okay. Now one is the ada house. Berapa banyak yang dia hilang. Ini penurunan berat badan dia lah. Okay. Weight loss. Okay. Ini decimal places for the weight loss data here. Do you need to key in any value? Pandai sudah. Okay, good. Now, key in the data. Okay, now. You dah cakap tadi data key in ada berapa orang Ayu? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kan? So, you key in satu-satu dulu. Satu. Group yang kedua adalah Seri. Okay, ingat SPSS tidak membaca apa ini group 2. Okay. Now barulah you key in all the data of weight loss. Which is the first one 5. Baca melintang. Jangan baca ke bawah, naik turun, naik atas tu. Okay. 0, 10 and then 1, 3, 7 and then 10, 10, 20, 15 and 25. Done, class?
And Miss?
Done. Okay, faham sudah kan? Okay, kalau ni boleh check betul tak 1, 1 and 2, 2 adalah Ayu dengan Sri. So you click yang ni, yang merah ni, 1A, A1 ni, ordinal is about Ayu and Sri. Okay, alright. Now, define, key in data done, then you need to test the normality. Okay, macam mana nak test normality, class? Again, masih ingat kan? Go to the analyze, okay. Go to the descriptive, go to the explore. Okay, look at the weight loss, okay. Dia punya normality. Alright, and then statistic 95%. Then plot here. Miss directly ambil normality. Kalau you nak ambil soalan yang ini pun boleh. Depends on the soalan, okay, kalau dia tanya. Okay, and then click OK. So the output can show you the explore result. Skewness masih lagi within the range. Okay. And then this is linear. Okay. Now, Shapiro or Comograph? Which one? Shapiro. So normal kan? Greater than 0.05. So you can move on with the test. Okay. You boleh perform the test sudah sebab dia dah normal. So remember here, the hypothesis testing said that mean Ayu dengan Sri ni sama. Dia kata sama. So opposite this one for the alternative meaning that not equal. And then same goes the mean difference. Okay, mean Ayu you minus with the mean Sri equal to 0 for the rational, and alternative said that no mean different, okay, which is not equal to 0. Okay. Now you done the normality test. Is it same with the 0.524? Okay, 0.524. Okay, same output. So since the sample size small, okay, we look for the Shapiro-Wilk test greater than 0.05, meaning that not enough evidence to reject the hash null. So the conclusion here, the weight loss is normal. Kita normal. Alright, once there is normal, then you can go for the independent t-test. Okay, okay, how you perform this one, class? Go to analyze, okay, go to the compare mean, and then go to the independent sample t-test. Okay, alright. Here is the variable that you are going to test, which is the weight loss. So slimming weight ni adalah group dia, okay. So you kena define. Group 1 adalah 1. Bukan you type IU number, okay. And group 2 is the 2. Nanti dia automatically carilah 1 ni apa. 1 is IU and 2 is 3. Dia hanya membaca nombor saja, okay. No need the estimate effect size 95% and then click OK. Alright. Nampak tak button result sama tak dengan output? 15 dengan 29. Okay, sama. Okay, look at this one. The mean weight loss of those who took Spss milk is triple compared to the weight loss who took IU. Okay, kamu tengoklah mean dia ni 5, yang ini 16. 3 kali ganda kan? So, triple compared to the weight loss for IU. Okay, tengok pula standard deviation dia, sisihan PY dia. Okay, okay, dia ni nearly double lah. Even dia ini 3 kali ganda, but standard deviation hanyalah 2 kali ganda perbezaan dia. Okay, and then this one. First, check for the 11 test. Okay, for IU, rational set that are sama or not equal, and then the p-value is 0.140 greater than 0.05. Okay, here. Di sini selalu student make mistake class. For the independent sample t-test, there are 2 parts actually. First, you need to look for this column. Okay, this is the 11 test. Okay, 11 test. Kalaulah di sini, okay, if the value here greater than your alpha, meaning that equal variance is assumed. So you focus on this row. Okay, let's say this is less than 0.05, meaning that it's not significant. Then this your sample is not the equal variance not assumed. So you focus on this significant two-tail value. Faham tak? Boleh faham? Can you understand?
Okay, B.
Boleh? Boleh tak?
Boleh.
Okay. So meaning that it is equal variance assumed. Okay. So your 11 test is greater than 0.05. Kalau ini not significant, barulah you katakan variance you assume equal. Okay. 0.011. Okay. And then check the t-statistic here. Okay. And then equal variance assume. Okay. Now look at the p-value here, class. 1 is 0. Kita dah focus on the first row, right? Variance untuk kamu punya additional assumption, homogeneity of variance kan? So this one equal already. So you focus on the first row, which is 0.011. So, okay, this one less than alpha value, 0.05. So this is enough, okay, to reject the hash null. So there is a significant mean difference of the weight loss. Ada perbezaan antara IU dan Sri, pada IU dan Sri sebenarnya dalam dorang punya pengurangan berat, okay, penggunaan tu. So 95% mean difference show that the same result, 0 is not within the interval. Okay, 0.01 ni tidak di dalam interval kan, because this is negative part, both are negative part. But we focus on the first row, negative 18 here and negative 3. So 0.0 ni out of this confident interval. So meaning that there is a significant mean difference from 0. Faham? Faham tak? Faham. Okay. I think that's all for today. Ada soalan? Boleh buat sudah kalau soalan tu tanya you compare group? Boleh buat sudah?
InsyaAllah.
InsyaAllah. How about the rest?
Mungkin.
InsyaAllah boleh
lah.
Miss.
Boleh kan? Okay. Kalau dia kata mean difference, kalau dia bagi 2 sampel data saja, confirm. Tapi tengok dulu, soalan tanya dia independent ke dependent? Okay. Kalau dia independent, dia akan bagi tahu different groups. Dia ada bagi hint-hint dekat tu, different group. Okay. Kalau dia kata related, so dia itu dependent. You pakai PET T-test. Kalau dia kata independent, perbezaan betul contohnya dua school. There are 2 school here and then there are 2 product. Okay. Difference itu adalah independent. Boleh faham? Alright, I hope you already understand this one. Okay. Okay, group, thank you for your attendance. Group 1 can leave now. Group 1 can leave now. Wait for the group 3 first, okay? Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
Group 3 tunggu.
Thank you, Miss.
Group 3 tunggu ya.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you Yubin.
Thank you Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Alright. Alright. Okay, semua dalam ni 30, supposed to be 36. Semua group 3 dalam ni? Is that group
Dah
3?
semua Miss.
Dah semua?
Ada
Ada lagi belum keluar?
semua dalam ni group.
Group 3 already, right? Okay, tolong open camera Miss nak screenshot kehadiran. You Wenfeng suppose from your group kan? Hafiz?
Ya betul.
Okay. Is he here?
Tadi dia ada cakap thank you. Entahlah ada ke mana.
Dia dah keluar. Kesian Miss dengan dia tau. Dia selalu message Miss. Sebab dia punya SPSS bahasa Cina. Okay? Jadi bila Miss kelas dengan dia individu, Miss pun tak faham apa benda Cina dia ni. Jadi terpaksa aja dia one by one. Dan lagi satu, SPSS dia tak sama macam SPSS kita. Saya pun tak tahu kenapa. Saya dah cuba suruh dia ubah, dia kata tak boleh. Okay. Where are the rest? Only Siti here, Hafiz. Yang lain mana? Safian mana? Azmi? Is there Azmi here? Okay, Grace was here. Azmi record ke tadi?
Saya ada sini Mbak Miss.
Ada dari
Okay. Alright. Okay, tadi ada yang baru masuk kan? Okay, I'm sorry class. Saya lambat bagi tahu sebab kalau kita start satu-satu tak cukup masa. Okay? So kita kena buat macam ni lah for this time. Next week mungkin dah ikut jadual macam biasa, okay? Only for today. Okay. Yang baru masuk, part mana yang you all tak faham tadi atau semua orang dah faham?
InsyaAllah boleh.
Boleh buat ya? Kalau nampak soalan tu boleh buat.
Boleh. InsyaAllah boleh.
Betul?
Kita tengoklah.
Mau tengok balik tu video tu nanti.
Tengok balik video.
Tak apa, nanti kami minta ajar abang Safian.
Azmi masih record kan Azmi? Nanti cut dia potong. Nanti cut dia part belakang ni. Okay. Alright, yang baru masuk. Part mana yang you all tak faham tadi? Ada yang semua okay? Ada berapa T-test yang kita dah study kelas? 3. The first one is
One
Apa dia?
sample test.
One sample test.
One
And
sample
then
test.
second,
Second,
PET sample. And
PET test.
okay, the last one,
Independent.
independent. Yes. What's the main reason you learn about the T-test class?
Kita mau check hepatitis dia.
Hepatitis, are you sure?
Cek keberkesanan.
Keberkesanan untuk compare group. Compare group, okay? Habis. Okay, untuk compare group, okay? Atau one sample test, you ada satu sampel je you key in. And then you compare dengan result yang sebelum. Okay? And then PET test, this is dependent. Mesti berkait sebab dari orang yang sama kan? You ada data sebelum selepas. Itu PET test, meaning that this is dependent. Kalau soalan tanya, show with either this is independent or dependent. So this one for the PET test is dependent. Data sebelum dan selepas berkaitan. Dan selepas ini ada kebergantungan dia dengan data sebelum. Boleh?
Okay.
And then kalau lah soalan bagi you dua data, okay, dia bagi tahu two different group ataupun two different product ataupun two different school ataupun two different anything lah, berbeza. So meaning that is independent. Dia bergantung sendiri, berjalan masing-masing lah. So ada dua group sahaja yang you kena key in. So you declare lah group 1, group 2 and then you gunakan independent T-test. Boleh kan? Boleh faham kan? Faham?
Boleh, Miss.
Yang last kali tadi tu 11 test equal variance assume tu, faham ke? Group 3, faham? 11 test tu, okay, dia mestilah greater than 0.05 kalau alpha u 5%. Okay, baru you fokus kepada bacaan T yang row pertama. Okay, kalau you tengok sini, okay, I repeat back for this group. Boleh nampak skrin? Sekejap kelas. Yang baru masuk, okay, sabar ya. Okay. Miss Kas tengok dia punya output teruslah. Tak boleh nak besarkan. You boleh nampak kelas?
Boleh.
Okay. First
Nampak.
untuk independent T-test, meaning that you betul-betul ada dua group yang berbeza. Okay, dia tidak bergantung macam PET T-test tadi. Sebab PET T-test tadi orang yang sama you observe. 10 patient kan, dia bagi result sebelum dan selepas. But this one is independent. Okay, we need to see either difference, okay, between the two product, which is Ayu dengan siapa tadi? Ayu dan Sri. Okay. Here, dia ada dua part untuk independent sample test. Sorry, Miss lupa. Tiada international kan? Miss cakap Melayu ni.
Tidak. International keluar sudah.
Okay, kesiannya dia. Tak apalah, nanti Miss cover dia dekat belakang tabir. Okay. Here, for the independent sample test, ingat kita ada penambahan assumption, andaian, which is dia mestilah variance dia homogeneity. Maksudnya homogeneity is sama. Maksud dia sama. Kalau heterogeneity berbeza. Okay. So untuk dapatkan you pass, kamu nak fulfill andaian yang mematuhi andaian yang tambahan tadi, yang keempat lah kiranya, okay. Dia punya homogeneity variance, you mesti dapatkan, you focus on the first row. Cara untuk fokuskan dapat bacaan first row yang signifikan ni, p-value 0.001 ni dan bukannya 0.117, 11 test ini signifikan dia mestilah insignificant. Okay? Kalau ini greater than 0.05, so you akan katakan equal variance assume. So you focus on the p-value of this. Katakanlah ini less. So you akan pergi kat bawah. So you akan ambil bacaan p-value yang dekat sini. 0.017. Faham? Ada lagi tak faham?
Boleh.
Faham?
So maksudnya
Yalah.
tengok tu Levin tu lah kan, dia punya value significant dia.
Value dia mesti lebih daripada 0.05.
Kalau dia less than 0.05, kita tengok dekat bawah tu lah, assume tu.
Maksudnya you tak dapat capai additional assumption yang katakan homogeneity variance tu, sebab di bawah adalah not equal, not assume. Maksudnya test you tak cantik lah. Even you buat independent sample T-test, tapi you tak fulfill satu dia punya assumption. Kurang valid lah test kamu, maksudnya. Orang boleh pertikaikan lagi perbezaan yang you buat. Okay? Boleh?
Okay.
Katakanlah you buat nanti kalau macam you buat tesis, you guna independent T-test. You ada dua result. You ada dua sampel lah. Katakanlah you ambil satu sampel daripada bank rakyat, satu lagi daripada bank Maybank, contoh. Dua-dua ni you dah dapat cantik semua. But the last one, assumption dia not equal. So boleh dipertikaikanlah during viva tu. Kenapa not equal? Suppose must be equal. Barulah you boleh diterima result you. Boleh faham? In case you buat statistik lah. Boleh student? Ada soalan? Tiada? Senyap ni. So Miss assume you all dapat jawab. Okay. Dari tadi nak screenshot kamu punya gambar ni. Ada yang tertinggal lah ni. Okay guys, open camera sekejap. Kita screenshot gambar. And then you can leave. Right. Hafiz faham Hafiz? Safian? Siti? Siapa lagi? Nadira?
Boleh lah Miss. Nanti kalau saya tidak faham nanti saya chat Miss kah.
Okay. Hafiz? Hafiz ke ni? Hafizi? Hafiz Azizi. Okay. Mana dah Hafiz kamu? Hilang dah?
Terleft dia tadi tu.
Hafiz. Where ada rest ni? Yang lain ni buat tak ni? Yang tak dinampak muka dia ni? Joanne, Syafiq, Aida, Rasidi, Raihana, Faizal, Diana, Grace, Fitrianti. Okay. Alright, look at the camera please. 1. Okay. Asmi, janganlah malu. 1, 2, 3. Asmiza main macam tu lah, dia tunjuk dahi je hari-hari. Baru masuk si ni, buat sekali lagi si Hafiz, your leader. Hafiz, di mana awal bah Hafiz?
Bukan, tadi sudah sambung charge tapi entah. Mati terus.
Hafiz. Relax. Okay, look at the camera please. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Baru dia nak pergi si Azmi Izam. Malu-malu lah you all ni. Okay class, thank you for your attendance. See you again. See you on Thursday. No, Saturday, okay?
So this Saturday we do lecture kan?
Lecture only. Practical or next week?
Practical next week. Pelaksanaan macam mana tu Miss?
Practical dia mesti satu kali semualah. Dan you all kena follow the rules. Tahu rules dia kelas?
Yang tunjuk tangan dengan laptop tu.
Betul.
Okay.
Ada Miss show dekat group hari tu kan?
Ada yang starter tu.
Okay. Kalau exam, mesti semua. Saya tak tahulah kalau doktor kata guna GMIT mungkin maths dulu and then biotech. Tapi here since Dr. Siti pun mood tak okay hari ni, so nanti saya tanya dia lagi lah. Ya, saya dah kena marah dah, okay?
Awak kopis.
Habis. Okay class, thank you. See you again.
Okay, thank you Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.